Welcome as we kick off our celebration of public schools and the Lima City Schools. This is a vital time for us to take time to remind people of the importance of public education. We need to remind everyone about all of the things that the Lima City Schools has to offer and the success stories coming out of this district every single day. A lot has happened since we stood here together a year ago, and much more than that, there's much more that we have to mention today, but I want to just take a chance to give you some of the highlights. We broke ground on our new agriculture and outdoor occupations and engineering technology campus. Students will begin using those state-of-the-art facilities in the fall. The class of 2023 earned $1.5 million in scholarships and numerous local and regional accolades. 2 Lima Senior students finished second in the world at the International DECA competition, and just last week, 19 students qualified for this year's international contest. 2 Lima Senior culinary students qualified for the National FCCLA competition last summer, with 7 students just this week qualifying for state with hopes of also getting to nationals. 21 art students had artwork accepted into the Wassenberg High School Art Invitational. 4 had work in the Ohio Art Education Association's Emerging Artists High School Art Show, and 3 earned recognition in the 2024 Scholastic Art Awards of Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio. Last year's Rotary 4-Way Speech Contest winner hailed from Lima Senior, and 10 Lima Senior musicians excelled at the Ohio Music Education Association's District 3 High School Solo and Ensemble Contest. Our musicians, actors, dancers have brilliantly performed on our stages and beyond. We saw our first ever early childhood education student qualify for the Educators National Rising Contest last spring, and earlier this month, 8 students qualified for this year's national competition. For the 7th consecutive year, a Lima Senior student was elected President of the Senate at the YMCA Youth and Government State Assembly, and we have students in Columbus right now vying for new leadership positions. We won multiple Toledo City Athletic League titles, and that was our first year in the conference, and we've earned long and growing list of individual conference awards. Our Aspire GED program earned the first annual Chancellor's Award for Innovative Programming. Our Career Tech program received 4 stars on the state report card and 5, which is the most possible, in career and post-secondary readiness and post-programs outcomes. We volunteered at the Our Daily Bread Soup Kitchen and the West Ohio Food Bank. We sang Christmas carols at area nursing homes. We made cards for veterans, and our older students have mentored younger Spartans. I don't know about you all, but to me, this does not sound like a district that is failing. Instead, it sounds like a district that is thriving, a district with opportunities for all students, a place where all students can find something they love, something that they're good at, and they can be proud of. It sounds like a school district that I, without a doubt, would want my child in, which is why he's in Columbus right now, vying for one of those leadership positions. So the question is, if all of these remarkable things are happening in our district, and we truly are providing the best education and opportunities for students, which we are, why do we keep having to stand here and do this every year? The answer is easy. It's because there are those that refuse to listen and frankly want us to fail. These people live among us in this community. They are our neighbors, and unfortunately, some of these are our elected officials. More frustrating about the naysayers who only have negative words to share is that they really don't know us. They haven't walked our hallways, yet they claim they are unsafe. They haven't seen our staff in action or observed the classroom, yet they claim that we have nothing to offer. They don't know our students, yet they claim they're headed to unemployment or the criminal justice system. They haven't seen our students on stage, behind the easel or the microscope, at state or national competitions, or out working in industry while still going to school. They tune out the news when the stories of our successes come on. They don't want to hear it, and they don't want to know the truth. Instead, they want to tell themselves that public schools are underperforming, that they're dangerous, and that we've set up our students only to fail. They want to direct students elsewhere, right through the doors of public education. Right through the doors of private education. And here lies the worst and most blatant attack on public education that I have seen in my long career, the Ohio voucher system. Championed by one of our own state elected officials, the voucher system role is solely to undermine and destroy public education and keep private schools open. Proponents of vouchers will disagree. They'll say it's all about parent choice, about families deciding what's best for their children, but if that were the case, then every child who applied for a voucher would be granted a voucher, and they would remain at that school until graduation. But instead, students already destined for private education are getting vouchers, high academic students are getting vouchers, students without discipline issues are getting vouchers, and students whose parents are involved get vouchers, and athletes get vouchers. The others get denied. And if you did get a voucher and you slip up, you will likely find yourself back in your public school. How can anyone say that this is about choice? It's not, no matter how they try to spin it. And it's not about helping families who couldn't otherwise afford a private education who suddenly get one. Not now, when virtually any student in the state, regardless of income or the public school that they attend, can get a voucher. Not when so many existing private school families are now lining up to take these vouchers. That's right, these children are currently enrolled in private schools and these people are already paying tuition, yet they're encouraged to apply and they're allowed to apply for a voucher. Public school taxpayer money is picking up the tuition cost for students who are already attending private schools and for students whose parents have proven that they have the means to pay. I encourage all tax-paying citizens, dig into the voucher numbers. Look at the data surrounding the demographics of those who are awarded the vouchers. You will be truly surprised. It's very clear that today's Ohio voucher program has veered far away from the original intent of assisting low-income students living in difficult urban environments and attending schools deemed to be considered underperforming. ODE data shows that nearly 9 in 10 new applications to the voucher expansion this year went to white students, and more new vouchers for high school students went to families making more than $150,000 annually than went to families making less. While the legislature is quick to continue to expand this eligibility, it will not be moved on the issue of accountability. Even if you support the voucher program as it is, I don't know how anyone can support the discrepancies surrounding accountability. All schools utilizing public money should be held to the same standards. This sounds simple, but apparently is not. We are held accountable for academics, staff certification, finances, and more. We encounter and meet endless mandates for both the state and the federal government. Why would the same not be true for a private school using tax dollars to educate students? That's only fair, and frankly, that's what's best for all students. Of course, that lends to the question about whether the decisions being made around vouchers are really in the best interest of all students. I can tell you that in the Lima City Schools, everything we do, every decision that we make is about what is best for all students. Maybe one program isn't a fit for you, but you can bet that there is another one, and if there's not, we're going to create it. We want every student to succeed, and we do whatever we can to help them get there. Maybe it's an intervention, maybe it's help with resources at home, maybe it's mental health, maybe it's physical health, maybe it's extra tutoring, maybe it's food to take home for a long weekend, maybe it's just a hug. Whatever it is, we're going to do whatever it takes. And it seems that regardless of what we say or do, though, the negative noise surrounding public education continues. But that just means that we have to be louder. We have to drown out that noise through our voices and our actions. And one way that we keep fighting is our support of the 2022 lawsuit accusing the state of Ohio of improperly and unequally funding private schools, specifically targeting the growth of the voucher program as a drain on public school resources. We were among the first to join the lawsuit, and we will continue to fight on that front. Another way to keep doing this every year and hope that someone new is listening that someone decides to think for themselves and actually take a look around, that is what next week is largely about. Us opening our doors and giving this community a chance to really experience the Lima City Schools. I invite the community to attend our district-wide open house and festival from 5 to 7 p.m. Tuesday, March 26th at Lima Senior High School. If you're already with us and you support us, come and celebrate with us. I guarantee you're going to have a great time and you're probably going to learn something new about the district. If you aren't familiar with us and you haven't been in our high school, this is the perfect way to get acquainted. Here are just a few things that you will experience on Tuesday. Information booths by all of our buildings and programs, student performances throughout the evening, student artworks and projects, free dinner by our culinary students, special thanks to the West Ohio Food Bank and Right Way Food Service for donating the items for the meal, Kids Zone activities for children, face painting by our art students, crafts and book giveaways in the library, get your blood pressure checked by the patient care students, do a woodworking project in the construction lab, visit Makerspace for some science fun. Our astronomy students are going to be there to teach you about the solar eclipse. There will be tech activities. You can learn about clubs, learn about our new Ag and Engineering campus. There'll be community resources. You will meet our school resource officers. You can visit the Spartan ride. You can enter to win prizes, including visiting certain areas around the school for a chance to win one of several grand prizes. We'll have nearly 100 prizes to give away throughout the evening. We want to give a special thanks to Cotterman and Company and Lay Insurance for donating those prizes. And thanks to the following for donating prizes that are going to be given out throughout the evening. Alter Ego Comics, Art Space Lima, Brown Supply, Synovus Lima Refinery, Cotterman and Company, Fox Supplies, Good Food Restaurants, Lima Allen County Chamber of Commerce, Lima Senior Athletics, Lima Senior DECA, Lima Senior Spartan Inn, Lima Senior Automotive Program, Lima Sporting Goods, the Met, Pepsi, Rush Truck, Sarah Sweets, Signs Ohio, Smith Bond, Sullivan Insurance, Veterans Memorial and Civic Center, Westgate Entertainment, and Fresh and Faded. We're blessed, you guys. We are blessed. Also, thanks to Texas Roadhouse, because the first 200 children to arrive at open house are going to get a voucher for a free kids meal. You've heard about elected officials who rise up against us, but we are lucky to have a mayor who is a product of public education and who supports and partners with us. Now, she wasn't able to be here today, but we are now going to hear from Shane Coleman, who is representing the mayor of the city of Lima.
Thank you very much. As mentioned, the mayor is the product of public education, as am I. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for all that you do here in Lima with and for our students. And on behalf of the mayor, I'd like to offer this proclamation today. Whereas public education is the backbone of our democracy, providing young people with the tools they need to maintain our nation's precious values of freedom, civility, and equality. And whereas the Lima-Allen County region has many exemplary options for public school education, and Lima City Schools is a prime example of how exceptional education can impact a region. And whereas Lima City Schools is made up of 4 elementary schools, a 5th and 6th grade building, a 7th and 8th grade building, and 2 kindergarten through 8th grade magnet schools. And whereas Lima Senior High School offers academic pathways in science, technology, engineering and math, and business and humanities, the high school also has a full career technical education program for students to get a hands-on educational experience, and a digital academy where students can take all their classes online, plus dual enrollment for students that want to earn college credits while in high school. And whereas Lima City Schools is an excellent choice because of the caring staff and the attention they give every student, keeping future generations at the forefront of all their decision making and fostering a safe environment that supports academics and social growth. Lima City Schools promotes the value of a comprehensive curriculum that leaves no child behind and fosters success for each individual student. Now therefore, I, Sharita Smith, Mayor of the City of Lima, do hereby proclaim March 22nd through March 29th as Celebrate Public Schools Week in the City of Lima, Ohio, and ask all citizens to join me in recognizing that public school education is a great choice for giving our children a solid training for a successful life. Signed, Sharita Smith.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So we want to finish today with what matters most, or who matters most to all of us, our students. So at this time, I want to introduce two students from Lima Senior High School who have a few things that they want to say. The first is Noelle Warnemont, and the second one will be Hunter Castle.
Good morning, my name is Noelle Warnemont, and let me just start by saying I am proud to call myself a Spartan. Through my time being a Spartan, I've been able to thrive through music and arts and also the DECA program. During my time during the arts, I've been able to be a part of several plays and musicals at the high school, and during my time with DECA, I've been able to not only represent myself, but represent Lima Senior at a district, state, and international level.
Hi, I'm Hunter Castle. Over the course of my experience through the Lima City Schools, I've been in a number of many things through music, the Welding Career Tech Program, National Honor Society, and different college classes. I believe that Lima City Schools has bettered me and will push me to be a future welder and wherever I go.
Let's give the kids a round of applause. I also want to thank the Kiwanis. They are strong community members. Beth Beery is here today. One of our biggest Spartan supporters, Pam Shaw, is here as well. We know we can always count on her for her support. Is there anyone else here that would like to say a few words? You don't feel pressure. I just want to make sure I don't leave anybody out. Okay, so that concludes our press conference. We want to thank the media for being here, and everyone have a great day.